There's Joe.
Joe is here. Mellie's here. Mellie's in the car. Mellie, how's football practice?
Hi, Sue.
Karen, Marilyn, hi, Sean. Hello, fellow bookworm.
I love
I
that.
like the bookworm. I like that. That's cute.
That is so cute.
Oh boy, Joe, you're just listening. You're not reading this one, Joe. You're not reading along.
Joe, I thought you'd like this one.
Yeah. Sylvia's here. Hi, Sylvia.
Hey, Sylvia.
Karen says, I do hope it picks up.
I think it's going to. I think it's just, it's got to lay out the groundwork. You know,
Right.
we got to get a little bit of the back. We don't have the full background because I'm curious as to why they're not.
Yeah. And I mean, you've noticed that it's bouncing back and forth, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's going back and forth. Back in time, current. Back in time, current. So we're getting like a little bit of the story. It's like the last one we read, right?
Yeah.
We're getting a little bit of the story, a little bit of the backstory each time. A little bit more. You thought about it, but you didn't move on it. You should have moved. You know, feel the move. Feel the move. Get in the mood. Anyhow, yeah. So I did notice that. It took me a minute to realize that that's what they were doing, going back and forth like that. You know, I'm like, oh, okay, now we're talking
because I like the fact that we're in present day, and we're getting, it's intrigue, right? Because they're getting, a little bit of, wait, so that, why was this, why did they stop talking? This was her best friend. And,
right.
So it's like, what happened, and they'll give you just a little bit more.
Right.
And then they bring you back and then a little bit more.
Yeah. So it's one of those, it's a build. It's definitely a build up to what's going on. Why can she picture him naked? I don't know. Maybe she saw him naked. I don't know. I mean,
sometimes even when they're your best friends, before you think of them like a brother, you might have feelings or thoughts, and then you go, no, I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
Because trust me, I have been down that road. It was actually a guy named Joe who was in my junior high school, and we were best friends, and we made the mistake of taking it to the next level, and we lost our friendship.
Oh, like forever? You never got it back?
Forever.
Well, I'm kind of wondering if something like that didn't happen with them.
Yeah, I'm curious because she's got the butterflies when what was it? She sent just a random text.
Yeah. Just to kind of touch base with him again, and she was nervous.
Right. And she got little butterflies.
Yeah. Well, so I personally have like no experience with this. I have never had a male best friend or a male good friend.
I've had, the funny thing is I've had plenty, and my two of my biggest male friends, I've had a lot. I've had more male friends than I've had female friends.
Really?
I hung out more with guys than I did. And the weirdest thing is that my best friend in junior high school, other than my friend Carol, was my friend Joe. That, like I said, I lost that friendship. And then in high school, one of my best friends that was a male was Joe.
That's funny.
There's something about Joe. Look, Joe, we're meant to be friends because that's what happened.
She needs another best friend, Joe. Look out. Yeah, I never had male. I never had any male really good friends. I mean, it just wasn't. I mean, and I wasn't the kind of person that had a ton of friends. Anyhow, I had a few close friends, and that was it. And they were girls, females.
I guess it was always easier for me to make friends with guys because I don't like that whole pettiness that sometimes happens when you have a group of female friends. At least when you're in junior high school and high school, they tend to you get this whole, I don't know, there's this counterculture that,
Culture.
yes, there's this counterculture where they're like, they say they're your friends, but then you got behind your back and then they're talking about you and you're like, really? Are you kidding me? And then they, yeah. And it's just this whole, I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it. And so it was easier to hang out with guys because like they could be mad at you, but then the next day, usually it was okay. You could just say what you got to say and get it out of the way and done.
Yeah, clicky, Marilyn says, clicky. See, and I
Yeah.
didn't really experience that either because I literally had like 3 friends throughout high school. And they were really the only people I hung out with. And so there wasn't anybody to be clicky. We were, we were not popular. We just did our own thing and we just hung out together and that was it. We didn't piss anybody off. We didn't go steal anybody's boyfriends or date anybody's boyfriends. There was none of that. So it was just us few girls, and that was it.
I had 3 female best friends and 3 male best friends. So
Well, yeah. They're attracted to each other, but afraid to go there.
I think if they're attracted to each other, because she keeps bringing up how good looking he is. I have to admit, I love how it started out. Like she goes and she's targeting him, but at first I didn't realize that was gonna be her best friend.
You mean at the bar, the very first thing at the bar?
Yeah, like it looked like she was trying to pick up a guy, and I was just like, what?
Yeah, and it's just him after all. She's just being a smart aleck.
Yeah, I thought it was he was playing along, but not playing along.
Right.
Well, yeah, she doesn't like his clothes.
No, she doesn't, because remember, they're totally opposites. They're totally opposite, right? So when they met in college, it was like, oh, I'm riding home with you?
Mr. Khaki Pants who looks like you're nude down below.
Yes.
It's a weird statement.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so they didn't hit it off well at all at first, and we're not even quite sure how.
When he goes, well,
what?
Sorry.
I
was just saying that.
We don't even know how they actually became good friends because, at the beginning they weren't and they didn't like each other at all. And they just, they rode together back home and everything was just like off, it was just off. But
yeah, they didn't like the same music. They didn't like have the same interests.
No.
And he was even like, before they had to ride home together, he was like, all right, well, enjoy your freshman year. Like, one of those have a nice life kind of deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, she likes to buy her clothes at the thrift store. Her family's a little, they're a little out there, a little different, and he seems to be just Mr. Straight-laced, like, everything's just,
button up. He's Mr. Button Up.
Yeah.
Well, and look at his job. He's a teacher.
Right.
An English or a literature teacher.
Yeah. And here she is, this travel person, that travels the country. And she's got an interesting boss, right? That chick, she's a little out there, isn't she?
Yeah, but her boss obviously seems to really like her because it's kind of like you choose where you want to go, except when she chooses where she wants to go. So, no, I want you to go here. No, give it to you. Okay.
No, you're going to Santorini. No, no, that's not in the plan. I don't want to go there right now. I got these plans in California. I got to go to California.
Hey, chaotic.
Yeah, funny.
I know. I love that he does. He buys the same shirts and pants and pants. He's like, whatever. So there was me setting up my crime scene. I forgot to get that blood. Whoopsie. But and he's like, if I find something I like, I just buy 5 of them. I'm like, oh, I know some people like that.
That was me. That was always me. Not 5, but like I'd find a certain shirt I like and I'd get it in 2 or 3 colors, you know? That was me. It was
Oh, I
always
like this. That looks good on me. Let me get a
yes.
couple of them.
Yes, that was me. Exactly. Uh-huh. And then like for the longest time, I had like a little uniform type thing I'd wear to work. I had these same little shoes I'd wear all the time. They were like these old white little tenny kind of shoes. I wear those all the time. And yeah, that was me. So,
Yeah,
anyhow.
I'm not much of a shopper, so if I find something I like, I'm like, okay, well, I know that this style looks good on me because I don't, I'm just, my mom could stay in a store for like all day, and I'm like, can we just get some clothes and go? Like, I'm ready to go.
I don't feel so bad now. Look, Melly will buy several shirts in different colors. Joe will. See, I don't feel so bad
Yeah,
now, right?
no,
Yeah,
no.
you find something you like, and you're just like this shirt right here. I have this in about I don't know 2 or 3 colors, I think.
I only have this in one because I found it at one of those. You know how sometimes they set up the little roadside markets,
Oh yeah.
and it was a secondhand store stall, and I just happened to find it, and I got her to knock it down to $2.
$2. So you're
Two
like the main
dollars.
character. You went to the thrift store, roadside thrift store.
Hey, look, I don't have a whole lot of moolah, so for me, it's like, hey, I'll go to Goodwill. I'll go to, hey, and if you go to a Goodwill in one of those nice neighborhoods, you can get clothes that are brand new, brand new.
Oh, okay. I don't frequent Goodwill very often. I don't know.
Yeah, I go to thrift stores. Good, yeah, I like that kind of stuff, and yard sales, depending.
Yeah.
I love yard sales, but I don't usually get clothes at yard sales. I usually get, well, books. And then Wayne tells me I've got too many books. And then he's like, why are you buying more? And I'm like, because they're going to give me the whole carton of books for $2.
For some
I'm going
reason,
to get like 40 books.
used clothing kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't know. I just like, ew. Where's this
You
been? What?
just wash them.
Yeah,
Just wash
I can't do it. I just can't do it. I don't know. It's been touching someone else's body. No. Mm-mm. Anyhow, can't do it.
Goodness. Well, there's certain things you don't buy clothes wise, but I
You
can.
mean like
I'm like,
underwear? They sell underwear at Goodwill.
yeah, no, I'm gonna do. I won't do underwear, but shirts, pants. I won't do shoes either. I'll do shirts and pants and dresses.
Mm.
Heck, I got when I had to chaperone the prom. They had some prom dresses. I got a prom dress for $10.
I think
See, look, Nellie, look, $7, and it had the tag still on it, which means nobody had worn them.
well, not necessarily. That doesn't mean that.
Who gonna wear them with the tags on them?
A lot of people do because they were going to try to take it back.
Oh my
they wear
God.
the clothes with the tags and then try to take it back, and they probably figured out they couldn't. Yeah. Anyhow.
Oh, that's so sad. I want to find these people that are wearing these clothes with the tags on them and be like, what's wrong with you? Take the tags off.
I'm not shitting you. I had a student one day, and she had the tag hanging out the back of her shirt. And I said, come here, honey, you got your price tag on your shirt yet? Come here, let me take it off. She goes, no, you can't take it off. My mama said I can't take it off. And I'm like, why can't you take the tag off? She's because I got to take it back to the store.
Oh my God.
That's serious.
Oh my gosh. No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So it happens. It happens. I know it happens.
Be like, you people, y'all, yeah, and y'all, they think that they think they're being funny. But I bet you those people that when they try to take them back, they're like, let me look.
Oh,
No, you wore this.
This has been worn.
because you can't wash it with the tag on it because it'll ruin the tag.
No, no, you
So
can't.
then
No.
they can wear perfume or rub up against somebody with perfume. They can't accidentally spill on it. I'm telling you, I guarantee those people are sniffing them. I've seen when you try to take clothes back and they're like, I'm like, are you smelling my clothes? What's wrong?
I've never had anybody sniff anything I tried to
Oh,
return.
they did. I had one lady and she was just like, I'm just wanting to make sure you haven't worn it. I'm like, I'm bringing it back because it don't fit. My husband, my husband obviously thinks that I'm a different size than what I am. I appreciate the fact that he thinks I'm smaller, but I'm
It's
not.
so
And so
good.
I can't even put that on. It'll go on one arm, chick. Yeah, I've
See,
worn
look
it.
at
Okay.
Sue worked with somebody that wore clothes and kept the tags on them to return them. See, it happens.
Oh, God.
Anyhow,
I'm
this just went off on a whole tangent.
sorry.
Oh my goodness. All right. So what do we think is going to happen? They're going to go to this. I mean, they're going to the wedding, right? They're going to the
Yep,
wedding and they're
yep.
going to spend some time, some extra time there besides the wedding days, right?
Yeah, because she's like friends with his brother,
Right?
or like her brother's friend, or his brother is friendly with her, and he's like, "Yeah, come on."
Yeah.
So they're going to spend some time together. I wonder, I'm curious, are they going to talk about, because obviously there was some sort of fight. There was some sort of
Right.
something. Are they going to talk about it and try to hash it out, or they're going to pretend that 2 years didn't happen?
Joe. Oh, Joe. Joe at Walmart, I'm sure.
Oh,
Dirty and
no.
cat hair. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Anyhow, yeah, I hope that we find out here pretty soon what happened 2 years ago. What was the problem 2 years ago? Or they might draw it out and not tell us for a while. I don't know.
They may, because I think this whole book is, I feel like part of it is going to be, rekindling their friendship, but also reliving what
The
got them to
past.
that place in
Yes.
the first place.
Yes.
And are they, I want them to hook up. I don't know why I feel this vibe. I feel like there's this vibe, but
Do
at the
it, do
same
it, do it, do it.
he talks about doesn't he have a girlfriend? Because they were talking about her, I
There was a
thought.
girlfriend, and she's wondering if he's not back with that girlfriend. Because they talk about the boyfriend that she had, and they talk about the girlfriend that he had. And she's wondering if maybe he's back with her or trying to have a relationship again. Neither one of them liked the other's, person.
Yeah, but I think they didn't like the other person because they're attracted to each other and they don't really want to see someone. They want to do the cha-chong, cha-chong, chong, and they just don't want to say it.
Oh,
They,
yeah, that could be. Sue, she keeps asking me, I thought it was about people they meet on vacation. Who they gonna meet? I'm like, I don't know. I
they
don't
just
know.
meet each other. They meet each other because those vacations, I mean, those vacations, I guess, were okay. Were that like their only time of really hanging out? I guess that's where I'm curious because they didn't really specify that.
But that's
You
all they
know,
did was the vacations every year.
yeah. Hey, Mr. Giggles.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sylvia says
Yes,
they go hook 'em.
Sarah. Sarah was his girlfriend. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, there may be that, I don't like your girlfriend, I don't like your boyfriend. Because,
Because it's
I
hard
just
to like someone when you like
it's them.
that.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't
And
like
you want
your girlfriend because I like you, right?
and I can tell you, as having friends that were male, now I'm telling you right now, like my friend Joe from high school, technically he was Joseph, but sometimes we'd call him Joe. And he looked exactly like Keanu Reeves did when he did Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures. And so like he was good looking. I recognized that he was good looking. I had a small little crush on him to start, but then I realized that I didn't want to repeat, and so it became easier. But I'm telling you, that first little bit, it was like I didn't like anybody he dated, and then it became more of a he was like a brother, and I saw him like a brother, and I didn't want someone breaking his heart, so I wanted to break their face. But then he did manage. He's still married to his high school sweetheart, because she didn't make me want to break her face. So
All right then.
I was very protective of him.
I
Him
guess.
and my other friend Eric were protective of me. I mean, so much so that when one boyfriend dumped me, they found him and had a little talking to, a
Oh,
little
maybe
down
that's
home
it. Maybe
Alabama
that's it,
talking.
Sean. Maybe they got in an argument about not leaving their little hick town that they live in. You know, she's a traveler and she wants to travel. Maybe there was some conflict about that. You know, he
Yeah,
wouldn't
'cause
go,
he doesn't like going. That it's weird. He doesn't like going places, but yet they'll go on vacation.
but he'll go on vacation with her. Right. Yeah.
Us. So I'm not talking about this.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't have that experience to share. I've never had a friend, you know. No.
It's kind of it is.
Right,
It's
Sean, I get
bringing
it.
me a little bit back, except that, like I said, once I got to the brother stage, I was more protective. But now you can also lose a friendship if you keep being overprotective. But the way that she's got these little butterflies makes me think that she keeps talking about how cute he is. I mean, you can know that your friend is cute, but I think she thinks he's cute.
He's a cutie.
Right. She talking about his muscles and his arms and his shirts, and he's all like, I mean, my gosh, she gets like, she was so nervous just to send that first little text.
Right. Well,
Sometimes when you're
because
nervous, you want those three little buttons. There's
well,
three
and
little.
then she was afraid of rejection, you know? She was afraid he was going to reject her and not want to talk to her and just blow her off, like, for the last 2 years or whatever, whatever's been
Yeah,
going
I mean, she didn't want him to be like, I don't want, or worst thing is she sends a text and there's no response.
on. Right.
But then she
Right.
sees those three little bubbles.
Yep.
And then they go away.
Isn't that funny when you see that on your phone and you're wondering what's going on? Somebody's typing and you're like, what are you doing? Bubbles.
Why did they stop? What's that?
And like, what are you gonna finish what you're saying here? Come on. What are you doing?
Especially if you've asked them a very important question to you, or one that you're kind of freaking out about and you want the answer. You're like, okay. No, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Come on.
Uh-huh. Yep. It happens. It does. I'm looking ahead, seeing page numbers and whatnot. How many pages do you want to read?
I'm up for anything. Like I said, I started it on Sunday and ended it on Sunday.
Well, how many pages, you guys? How many pages? We did 68 this time. That wasn't too hard to do.
No, that was easy.
Yeah.
I want to, because I know it's going to start picking up, and we going to start getting into the gritty.
Okay, so if I'm looking at chapters, we got either
Joe has done that. He has started texting someone, deleted the message, and left them hanging. Joe, shame. For shame.
Joe. Okay, hang on. Oh, wait, 118, 28, 38, that's 70, 38, 80 some. I'm going to do 80 some.
That works for me.
That takes us to the end of chapter 15.
Okay, so in other words, don't start 16.
Don't start 16, Brandy. Brandy's not telling you guys something. She read an extra chapter.
I thought we were supposed to end in a different chapter. And then I was like, okay, well, let me go back and double check. And then I went, well, I've already read it now.
That's okay. I told you, Sue was talking to me yesterday about the book, and she's talking about a chapter. I told her I hadn't read yet. She's talking about, so she was talking about, well, now she has to pay for the trip herself. And I'm like, what? It's a work trip, isn't it? Because I hadn't gotten to that part yet.
And
Read
I wouldn't go
chapter.
say anything. Look, I've been very good to not try to give away anything.
I know. Yeah, you're right. I don't think you gave away anything that I haven't heard, so I think you're good.
Okay.
Read chapter 15. Sylvia, read 15. Stop when you get to 16. Okay? That makes sense? So read 15. All right. Yeah. Let's see. Oh. Oh.
Uh-oh. What's oh.
You know how I like to look at the last paragraph or whatever that we're going to read?
Yeah. No,
Last
Marilyn, it's still going. It's still going at the a little bit speed.
at a little bit speed. What?
A little bit speed.
A little bit speed.
It's kind of like the same speed. You just get a little extra.
Little
There's a little
extra
extra
speed.
knowledge that you get.
Okay. Uh, the humiliation at having made him sleep next to me is instantaneous and flaming hot. I know right then I
Oh,
can't break up with Julian when I get home. I have to wait long enough to be sure I'm not confused.
is this told from Poppy's viewpoint?
I believe so. Yeah.
She dating a girl? She
No,
dating a girl? Okay.
Julian? No, there's boy Julians.
Oh, I thought you said Julie.
No,
I was
Julian.
like, oh,
Julian.
Juliet.
Melly said, whoops,
Okay.
I read that too. See, Melly? If you go ahead and look a little bit, sometimes you're like, ooh, what? Okay. Yeah. So I like the idea. Okay, we haven't talked about this. She works for this magazine that does ritzy vacations. Vacations for the rich. For
Yeah.
people with money, right? But yet she's a blogger.
Spare no expense.
She's a blogger who likes to do things on the cheap, right?
Well, that's how she started out.
Yeah, and she still likes to try to vacation on the cheap, find the cheap stuff to do and not spend a lot of money. So it's kind of interesting the difference between the two. And so now that she's having to foot the bill for this trip, she's telling her friend there, well, hey, let's do it like we used to do it. Let's not do it where, we're not doing it on the company's dime. So let's do it cheap, And I mean, that might be more fun, right? Yes. There are discussion questions at the back, Sean. There absolutely are. Yes.
And is there any that go along with what we just read?
Well, the first question, I think I read it last week, was when they first meet, Alex and Poppy are immediately put off by each other. So then it says, have you ever made a friend after a bad first impression?
Yes. Specifically
like, yes.
Joseph. Oh, yeah. Joseph was my first impression of him in high school. I was new to the school, like completely new to the town. And so, the teachers make you stand up and say where you're from or whatever. So I told where I was from, and here comes this loudmouth boy, and he's like, I'm so sorry. I was like, excuse me? I'm so sorry that you're from there. And I'm like, who the are you? Weird that he ended up being one of my best friends because I wanted to punch him in the face. And then he would purposely get me in trouble in biology because I'm very ticklish, and he would lean forward because he sat behind me, and he'd lean forward and he'd tickle me. And my teacher thought I had some form of Tourette's syndrome, and he would never tell her the truth.
Tourette's?
Oh, yeah, because I'd be like, and she's like, I think you might need to go see the doctor because, you might have Tourette's. It presents itself in different. And I'm like, Joseph is doing this. And he's like, I don't know what she's talking about.
I didn't do anything. Anybody else ever had that happen? Where they, Sue enjoyed the first chapters. Good, Sue, good. Where they met somebody they didn't really think they were going to like, and then they ended up really liking them? I don't know.
Anybody else? I can't be the only one because I know that, like I said, one of my best friends started off with me wanting to punch him.
I can't think of anybody. Honestly, I can't.
Were
Uh,
you and Dale like? Did I thought you said that you and Dale, when y'all first met, was like,
no,
no,
no, no, no. The first day that Dale ever saw me get on the bus by his house, he was like, "Who's that?"
oh, Dale was all like, wow,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, yep. He was like that. Hmm. And then I remember him sitting in class. This was like junior high, right? And I remember him sitting, I believe it was a science class. And I remember him back behind me. And I was always like, what's he doing? Who's this boy back here?
At least he didn't torture you back there and make the
No,
teacher think that
no,
you're mentally unstable or
no. He
something.
just sat there and talked to his best friend about me. Yeah.
He stood outside the classroom while she's having her little private talk with me, telling me, maybe I need to go get professional help. I walk out and I see him dying laughing on the floor, and I'm like, you are mean. And I walked off, and he's like, oh, yeah. I mean, like, even in my yearbook, because I singed my hair all the way up on a science thing right before prom. And
What?
in my yearbook, in my yearbook, he literally wrote, remember that time that he had to bring up the bad time. And he's like, but you still looked okay. And then he's like, I'm just kidding. You still look beautiful, but yet you always worried about the stupidest things. And I'm like, really? No, I'm worried
What
about
is
you acting.
something? What's something that you would do on vacation that you would unlikely? It would be unlikely that you would do in your normal daily life.
On vacation?
Yeah. You thought your best friend was mean because she looked angry.
Oh no. I would probably try karaoke.
So you would try karaoke on vacation, but you wouldn't do that in your daily life. You wouldn't just go out
I
and,
would not do that around anybody that's ever going to see me again
oh,
because I cannot sing.
I
And
know.
yeah, I would, if I was on vacation, I'd be a little bit more carefree and not, I mean, I know y'all think I'm crazy now, but like I actually would be like a lot more fun.
No,
Because
we
I
don't
wouldn't
think
feel like,
that. We know that, Brandy.
hey, look, teachers
Oh,
have to be
Sean
crazy
says
because
wear a
we
bathing suit.
obviously,
Yeah.
oh yeah, no, I'm
Karaoke
still not
next
doing
retreat.
that.
Joe, I'm on it. I'm on it. The karaoke. Brandy, we're doing some karaoke.
No, horrible singing voice.
Yeah, it don't matter.
I
If
tried it.
you people want to get up and dance, okay? You have these dance off things. Well, I'm not a dancer either. So, I mean, you
Hey,
know,
I danced. I
if you can,
danced.
if you can dance, if you can dance, we can do karaoke. Right?
Mm,
Yes,
no, because
drink too
karaoke
much.
people.
Definitely drink too much on vacation. That would be a good time to drink too much. Yeah. Sylvia, we'll go sing some karaoke together, all right? I mean, I do
And
it.
also, if you're on
You hear me
vacation,
sing all the time, good or not. I sing all the time in videos, right?
if I go on vacation, because I can, I can look at the menu, I just can't taste anything off of it. So, sometimes
Yeah.
if you're on a vacation with all girls or whatever, you chat up some good looking guys and
You flirt too much.
flirt.
Yeah.
You flirt, but it doesn't go anywhere, right?
No,
It's just
right?
that harmless,
It's kind of fun to
little.
flirt on vacation, right? You're like, ooh, hey, look at ooh. It's kind of hard to do if your husband's there, but
Yeah. See, when I was single, I loved vacations because then you could do that little summer fling thing, and just, hey, how you doing? You never see them
Oh,
again.
a summer
I
fling
mean,
thing.
yes, little summer fling, just
Uh,
little innocent fling.
does that mean a fling like
No,
all the way flinging? Oh no,
no,
no, no.
no. I was
We're
a
not flinging. We're
teenager.
not flinging everything.
No, I was a teenager. I thought I was doing good to get kisses.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, when we were young and I was like a teenager, we'd camp a lot. My parents loved to camp, and we'd end up in these campgrounds, and we usually go with groups of people like relatives and cousins and whatever, and there was always some other kids my age, and we'd end up wandering around the campgrounds, right? And we'd be like, hey, hey, there's boys over here, right? Look at these boys over here. They're on the dock. They're swimming, and let's go over there, you know. And my one friend was my cousin, who, well, no, she was my friend who became my cousin. Okay. So she was my friend growing up. They lived next door. And then she ended up going on a lot of vacations with us and ended up
Oh,
marrying my cousin. All right. So,
wow.
yeah, so she became my cousin. But she was always like, come on. And she was older than me, like 2 years older than me. So she was always dragging me off, trying to get me in trouble. There were a few times that my parents were like, where were you guys? And we saw you over there and you were out. You should have been back at this campground, blah, 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 blah. And we're like, what?
What? We didn't do
We
anything.
weren't doing anything, right? We're just over here talking to these boys. Okay, there was that one time that we went into the back of the truck camper with some boys, but
Oh, now, Mindy,
I'm
Mindy,
telling you, no, that nothing happened. I swear to God, nothing happened. But yeah,
Marilyn, I should write a novel. What would I write a novel about? I mean, granted, I've got some ideas, but not. I don't know. What would I write a novel about? My crazy life, because I've had a crazy life.
hi Irene,
Hey, Irene.
and Trudy's here too.
Hey, Trudy.
Yeah, so I mean, I get it. Those are some of the things you would probably do some riskier things, I guess. Riskier things on vacation?
Well, yeah, because the people don't know you, and you're not going to see them again.
Right.
So you could be a little bit more free.
Correct. And, let's just put it out there. Somebody said the bathing suit thing, it's like,
No.
I'm not going to wear a bathing suit around people I know. I'm just not going to do it. It's not going to
I'm not
happen.
going to wear a bathing suit around nobody now. I used to,
But
not now.
if you're out on vacation and, you just kind of got to look around a little bit and go, okay, she's wearing a bathing suit. I'm wearing a bathing suit, and none of these people know me, so who gives a shit, right? So
Well, let's say I know a certain someone. I'm not going to say who it is because if they ever watch me or watch you, and then I'll get in trouble. But let's just say that I know a certain someone that I'm very, very familiar with in my family, that their idea of vacation is get drunk. When they get drunk, they flash old men. So, and
I know who that is.
yeah, so different.
I know who that is.
And I'm like, no. See, I don't get that way. I'm like, no.
But see, if you're on vacation, you're not going to know these people. You've already drank a little too much, right?
She's like, they're never going to know. They don't know me.
That's right. Exactly. Uh-huh. Until you're out like at Mardi Gras and you get arrested and your picture's on the news or something.
Oh, I can see that one now. That'd be like, uh-oh.
Right? Oh, boy. Well, anyhow. Well, that was fun. Okay. All right. Everybody knows what they're reading for next time. Let's see if this gets a little more exciting and intense and, we learn some more stuff. So, all right.
Let's see if I can remember. I stop after I read chapter 15.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Don't read 16.
No,
yeah, don't read 16.
At least skipping ahead.
Yeah. Nope. If you read,
I will
find a
definitely
24-hour pharmacy in Palm Springs and drive towards it. You've gone too far. Don't go to the pharmacy.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right.
I'll start it again on probably Sunday.
Sunday and read it all night. Sunday and be done. There you go. Hey, this other book I'm reading is funny. I'm reading like these adventures of Mrs. What is her name? Entwistle or whatever. This crazy old lady. She's hilarious. We'll have to talk about
I'm still reading. I'm still reading my witchy cozy mystery
there you go.
series.
There you go.
Love it.
Okay. Is that the one that's in Michigan still? Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
that one place you told me about was actually in Michigan, but those others, I don't think so. Those are made up.
Yeah, and boy, these people were really serious about their euchre. Yeah, they were really serious about their euchre.
Oh, yeah.
I I had never heard about it before I went to the retreat. I
Oh,
had never even known that was a game.
but isn't that funny how many of us did from around, the Great
Yep. I
Lakes
was like,
area that knew? Uh-huh. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I know, right? All right. Okay. We'll see you next time, guys. Have a great
All
night,
right.
everybody. Okay. Bye.